Good afternoon. Thank you for joining today's webinar on how to comply with SQF standards in food industry with the help of Quality Assurance AnyWare software system. My name is Kevin Devecioglu and I'm with AnyWare Apps team. Today I am with my colleagues Sam and our software and product management team members with me, and we'll be talking about SQF standards as well as how you can use Quality Assurance AnyWare to manage SQF safety as well as quality management system. Let's talk about our webinar recordings first of all. As you know, we organize webinar sessions regularly on a weekly basis, and we record the webinars and we deploy them on our YouTube channel. We have a YouTube channel called AnyWare Apps YouTube channel. You can visit our YouTube channel and you can also click playlist. That is where you can see the recordings of our previous webinars. This can help you learn about our previous sessions as well as it can help you share these with your colleagues and your contacts. Also, we have a schedule ready-made for our coming webinars. Next week, we'll be talking about good manufacturing practices. And on May 25th, we'll be talking about AS9100 standards, how to comply digitally on Quality Assurance AnyWare. That is for aerospace and defense industry. The GMP, the one that we designed for next week, is for food, healthcare, pharma, and medical device industry. On June 1st, we'll be talking about corrective action, how to manage corrective action digitally on Quality Assurance AnyWare. Corrective actions are very important, and we see them repeatedly in different quality management systems. Thus, we have decided to organize a special session just for corrective actions, and we'll be addressing how you can manage corrective actions, how you can trigger, how you can actually study it, and then how you can actually manage it with no paper in a digital environment. On June 8th, we'll be talking about how to comply with BRC standards in food industry with the help of Quality Assurance AnyWare. BRC is also very commonly known in food industry, and we'll be talking about its details as well as how one can manage BRC requirements and standards in a digital environment with the help of Quality Assurance AnyWare. Today we'll be talking about SQF. SQF is another food industry standard for safety, food safety, as well as quality management standards. That's actually commonly known in North America. SQF stands for Safe Quality Food Program, and it is managed and developed by Safe Quality Food Institute, which is a division of Food Industry Association based in Virginia. And also we need to mention that SQF program, the Safe Quality Food Program, is recognized by a Global Safety Initiative, which is based in France with the offices in various regions in North America, in Maryland, in China, Japan, and Colombia. SQF is designed to help food manufacturers manage their safety programs as well as their quality management programs. So that's basically a program from farm to fork. That's actually how they design it. The certification program has different levels, level 1, 2, 3, and each level has certain requirements that needs to be satisfied. As you see on the list, there are different parts of the certification that needs to be satisfied. So the first one is for fundamental food safety controls for those products with low risk. And the second one is designed for HACCP food safety plan. So HACCP is designed for companies to manage their food safety systems. That's a system that was actually designed in 1916 by NASA for a space program of NASA actually. So that this system of preventive food safety system management system is actually widely known in the marketplace, and it has 7 principles, which is also available in ISO 22000, another food safety and quality management system supported by GMP and SSOP. GMP is in good manufacturing practices and SSOP is in sanitation standard operating procedures. So HACCP standards basically shapes the level 2 certification of SQF. Level 3 SQF certification is also supported by a quality management system. So The SQF is, as I mentioned, known in North America very well. The rest of the world, in Asia, in Europe, those companies actually selling to United States or selling to North America, for example, they may need to comply with SQF, which is actually a very common practice. There are other standards also in food industry, just like on the screen. I mentioned ISO 22000. There is also there is also BRC standard that's designed for food industry, commonly known worldwide. And we'll be talking about those standards in coming weeks as well. So when we look at the major requirements of SQF, it has three parts. The first part is food safety management system. It starts with management commitment, follows with document control, specification control, non-conformity, validation, recalls, trainings, as well as internal audits and validations. The second piece is GMP practices, good manufacturing practices. So it actually refers to facility management. How are you going to manage your facilities to make sure it's safe, secure, and hygiene? It is about managing the on-site laboratories. It's also managing about storage, personnel hygiene, personnel processing practices. It also touches actually PPE management in this time of COVID-19 pandemic. It is extra important. It's always important, but it's extra important nowadays due to COVID-19 is to manage the PPEs of employees in the facility in the scope of good manufacturing practices, GMP in short. And the third piece is, which is also referring to the level 3 certification of SQF, is about quality management system. When you say quality management system, you are going it is actually more than manufacturing. It also touches the administrative parts of the operation, sales, purchasing, as well as quality control, as well as marketing, for example. So when you say quality management system, it touches every part of the organization, except finance, I will say. So quality management also starts with management commitment, followed by control document management, customer complaints, maybe external or internal customer complaint, corrective action, preventive action, audit management, incident management, risk management, calibration, supply management, change management, and so on. So all these activities, all these tasks that needs to be actually performed to comply with SQF can be done digitally with no need of paper. There are companies complying with SQF on paper. There are companies complying with SQF with spreadsheets, for example, Word files, combination of paper. So there are different practices in the marketplace. So the ideal one is, especially nowadays, we work remotely more than before, and there is a pandemic going on. So remote work is more important than ever before. So that the right thing to do to manage actually the SQF standards digitally with no need of paper. You can have a safer work environment when you're processing food. B, you can have a better quality of products. So you can protect your brand, you can protect your customer, you can protect your product as well. And also you can have a continuous improvement philosophy and the culture available in your company. So there are many benefits of complying with SQF in a digital environment. Having said that, let's talk about digital transformation of quality and compliance management. There are challenges to comply SQF. So let's think about it first. There are a lot of documentation to manage. There are a lot of policies and procedures to manage and maintain. It is sometimes difficult for companies to stay to actually be inside of the quality management system, because we are so busy on day-to-day basis, and maybe you may also lose sight of the safety and quality management system sometimes, which is unforgiving in this marketplace. And you are dealing with food, and it is extra sensitive, and you have a lot of responsibilities to deal with. So it may be difficult for companies to run these systems on paper as well as on spreadsheets or Word files. So the good thing is, in digital environment, most of these things that I mentioned as challenges, maybe hard to manage documentation, hard to manage the corrective actions, hard to follow the system sometimes. In digital environment, it's much easier, because systems basically designed to run the system with notifications, reminders, with a digitized environment that's available for you with no need of paper. You can manage your updates, you can manage your audits, as well as you can manage your corrective actions in a digital environment. So digital age comes with options and solutions to help you manage your SQF system. In this sense, we put together a framework called Proactive Quality Management Framework. It has 3 pillars. The first pillar is assurance, which is actually referring to quality management system that you have in place to comply with regulations and standards in the food industry. In this particular case, we are talking about SQF. So SQF happens to be your quality assurance system in this particular case. Followed by control, our second pillar, that basically is dictated by the quality assurance system. In this case, we are talking about SQF. And you want to have quality control points or control points in various part of your organizations. So let's focus on production for a second. You may want to have quality control points or control points in your raw material receiving moments at your company. You may want to have quality control operations available right before manufacturing, during manufacturing, as well as after manufacturing, for example. And assuming that you are complying with SQF with level 3 certification, so that means you are compliant with SQF to run a food safety management system as well as quality management system. Then with the control points that you have, you may want to actually expand it to your administrative operations, sales operations, marketing operations, purchasing operations, for example. So you can have control points in different parts of the organization because it's dictated by your quality assurance system, SQF. Also, the third piece is predictive maintenance. That is about smart devices and smart sensors that helps you remotely monitor your machinery, equipment, temperature, humidity, and other actually important factors that you can actually remotely monitor without being there physically. And especially nowadays, there is COVID-19 pandemic going on. So having these smart sensors in place is a great advantage for your company to manage your operations remotely without being there physically, which is very important. So keeping these proactive quality management framework in mind, we have our AnyWare apps for digital transformation. We have Quality Assurance AnyWare for you to manage your quality management system, is in SQF. We have Workflow AnyWare. It's designed to help you manage your quality control operations. And we have Asset Management AnyWare to help you manage your facility, which is very important for good manufacturing practices to help you have a secure and safe and hygiene work environment. And these are actually state-of-the-art systems that's designed to help you manage your quality assurance as well as quality management systems. And they have open APIs that basically helps us connect with IoT devices for smart sensors. That helps us connect manufacturing execution systems, MES systems. That also helps us connect CRM systems. That also helps us connect ERP systems. So we can pull and push data easily from your different systems available in your company. The idea is to basically help the customer have an integrated management system without the need of double entry. Once you enter it in Quality Assurance AnyWare in the data, it can go easily to Asset Management AnyWare. From there, we can easily transfer to Workflow AnyWare. We can push it into an ERP system of yours, for example. So this actually integrated system helps you become more proactive, more productive for sure, and you can be more efficient at the same time. And let's keep it in mind, the idea is to basically be compliant with different systems. So in food industry, SQF is very important, and having this kind of integrated system in place at your company helps you manage SQF easily, helps you comply with SQF standards easily, and helps you have an easier audit experience in case you have an auditor or inspector comes to your company from SQFI, for example. And when we focus on Quality Assurance AnyWare, let me remind you that we have more than 1,000 corporate customers available, and we have more than 1 million professional users. Since we have been developing Quality Assurance AnyWare since 1998, we are very experienced in quality management systems digitally, and we are very experienced in helping companies comply with standards in a digital environment with no need of paper. So I'd like to share some information about the system with you as to Quality Assurance AnyWare and how it is designed and how it can help you. Quality Assurance AnyWare is designed to help you comply with any quality management system. Basically, it could be SQF, could be BRC, ISO 22000, good manufacturing practices, and so on. System is very user friendly, so once we train you properly, you can actually run the system by yourself without any outside consultant or IT department, while our support, of course, continues for you. And also it has a web-based infrastructure, meaning you can access QDMS from anywhere, whether system is on your on-premise server, whether it's on cloud, doesn't really matter. It is a web-based, very modern technology that we have, and it helps you connect the system anywhere you are. Quality Assurance AnyWare works on cloud as well as on-premise servers. So we have the latest technology, and it has a modular structure. So what it means is this: Quality Assurance AnyWare has more than 30 modules. However, we are not trying to push 30 modules to our customers. We understand what they comply with, we understand their challenges, and we basically present them what type of modules we have, and we let them choose and pick and choose what modules they like to actually use at their organization. You can start with one module, you can start with 2 modules, you can add different modules later on. We have all the options available. So if you look at these major modules of Quality Assurance AnyWare we put together on this slide, it starts with Controlled Document Management Environment, which is very important. As I mentioned earlier in previous slides, SQF starts with Management Commitment, followed by Controlled Document Management Environment. So that is actually what it is for. It helps you manage your policies, procedures, SOPs, specifications, recipes, and so on in a controlled environment. That's a permission-based environment. And all the activities that you do, you perform, actually, it's recorded and it's traceable. It basically helps you have a secure and manageable and compliant work environment digitally, which is essential for your company to be successful in food industry. It is followed by customer complaint module to get feedback from your customers, and then you can take corrective actions according to your customers' feedback. You can also use audit management module to conduct audits internally as well as with your suppliers. You can use survey module to have feedback from your stakeholders, from your customers. There is training module to help you manage your training programs and perform them. There is calibration module. You may have machinery and equipment at your company that needs to be adjusted from time to time. So with the help of calibration module, these reminders and notifications, you can calibrate your machinery and equipment, and you can actually record that updates in this module, which is very important for compliance as well as food safety purposes. There is risk management module available in the system. Actually, there are more than 6 different risk management modules. I will say the most popular one is process risk management module, followed by environment risk management module, health and safety risk management module, and IT asset risk management module. And there are other modules as you see on the screen. And we have more than 30 modules, as I mentioned earlier. And system is modular. You can go with 1 module, 2 modules, whichever you like. You can run it as you wish. Okay, so I'd like to hand it over to Sam. Sam is our pre-sales software engineer from our engineering team, and he put together our demo environment to show you how Quality Assurance AnyWare can help you manage document management functionality. So there are many things that we can talk about in terms of SQF, and I just actually shared a list of requirements of SQF as to safety management, good manufacturing practices, as well as quality management, system management. So today we'll show you Quality Assurance AnyWare on a high level, and we'll go into the details of document management, controlled document management functionalities of Quality Assurance AnyWare, which is vital, essential, critical for SQF standards in food industry, anywhere you are. Sam, are you ready?
Yes, I'm ready.
Okay, take it away, please. Thank you.
Sure, no problem. Okay. Now, can you see my screen?
Yes, I can.
Okay, great. Thank you, Kevin. Thank you for your presentation, which gave us an insight about SQF and also Quality Assurance AnyWare. Thank you so much. And thank you for joining this webinar. And this is Sam at so now you can see your home screen after logging to Quality Assurance AnyWare. So first of all, on this home screen, you can find all your pending tasks and requests for approval. So it's make sure you won't miss any important, I would say, task and requests right after you log into Quality Assurance AnyWare. Since all of them will be shown on this home screen, and you can click on it and get a quick connection to start managing or proceeding those requests. Okay, for example, like the document waiting for your comment, and also like corrective action is waiting for your approval. Okay, and on the top left, this is the main menu of Quality Assurance AnyWare. You can find all the available modules on your server in this menu. And Quality Assurance AnyWare provides over 30 modules. So, and you can pick and choose since the system is modular, and you can find all the available module on your server in this menu. And now I'm logging in as the administrator, and you can tell from the login name that I have on the top right, and I have the full control in the system. Okay, and keep in mind that Quality Assurance AnyWare is permission-based, which means not everyone can see everything in the system. Okay, it will based on your role, your position, profession, department, or group. Okay, so and you will be allowed to see what you're supposed to do in the system. Okay, and this is the main menu, and you can see we can handle the customer complaint, corrective action, as known as CAPA, action management, audit, survey, and also incident management, and so on in Quality Assurance AnyWare. So, and as Kevin mentioned, managing your control document is an essential task for complying with SQF. And that's why today we will much more focus in this one, the control document management module. And with the help of this module, you can read your document, create a new one, revise or update your document, and also manage your folder structure in this module. And I will go through that one by one with you in this webinar. So first of all, in our system, like in Quality Assurance AnyWare, how you can read your document. Do I need any solution or any other software to read my document? Like my documents, some of them they're in Word, PowerPoint, or PDF. And my answer is no. Those of your documents uploaded in our system will be shown in the built-in browser of Quality Assurance AnyWare. So let us get into the view document. So right here, on your left, you can see a nice folder structure, and you can click and expand the parent folder and see what subfolder is sitting under this folder. And you can click the folder and show all the information like the subfolder and the document that is sitting under this folder. And those will be showed in a list with the code, the name, and the type, and also the version number. That's very important. And keep in mind, like Quality Assurance AnyWare will Quality Assurance AnyWare always shows the most up-to-date version to you, unless you have the permission to get back to the previous version, which I will mention it or I will discuss it more in coming minutes. Okay, so let's say I have this document. How we can read it? You can simply click the document name or document code, excuse me, and then the content of your document will be shown in the built-in browser of QDMS. Okay, you do not need any other software or solution to read the content of your document, by the way. And what's coming up is Quality Assurance AnyWare support different file type like specification, procedures, SOP, and so on in different file format. Like for this one, that will be a notepad, or we support also like Word, Excel, PowerPoint, PDF, video, audio, image, or kit file if needed. Okay, and on the top there's several tapes, and you can find the document information here, like the code of your document and the name, the creation date, revision date, and also the creator and controller here. Okay, and right here we have a revision info tape, which allows you to see the update of your document. Okay, and with the permission, like getting back to the previous version, you can get back to the previous version or the original document right here as well. How you can make sure if you have the permission of getting back to the previous version, then you can come to this permission matrix. Okay, and you can see what permission is granted to the users or groups. Like the permission like reading, printing, revising, getting back to the previous version right here, and deleting a document. Okay, so these are different permission granted to different users or different user groups. And you can find the distribution list as well. Like the meaning of distribution list is who or which user or user groups have the obligation to read this document once it is uploaded or updated. Okay, whenever it is uploaded or updated, this user or these user groups will receive a notification on Quality Assurance AnyWare and in his or her email inbox. So they have to read this document once it is updated or uploaded. And you can also find the approval flow for this document. So considering like you want to carry out a revision or update to this document, so who will receive your request, and it will total absolutely based on this approval flow setup. Okay, and in this approval flow that will be sent to my account, BIMSINT admin, and this is my account which I'm now logging in as. Okay. And at last, all the activities will be recorded in a log of Quality Assurance AnyWare. We also call it the audit trail, like who did what on what day. Okay, so you will see a list like the action type and the date and time, and also the username right here. For example, like when it is created or when it has been revised, and also when it has been approved for this document. Okay, and on the top right, you can find different icons here. So you can also print your document from your printer, of course. And the thing is, like, you can enter the copy count here, and it's make sure you can have the full control of your controlled document. Okay, and nothing will you can make sure no suspicious printing will be carried out in our system, and you know how many of them or how many of this document has been how many print out in our company, and who receive it, and you can track this in our system. Okay, And this is how you can read your document in Quality Assurance AnyWare. And the next question is, so we can read our document. So how we can upload a new one? You can find this in our module. And right here, you can create a new document. And first of all, you can pick and choose which folder you want to put your new document. Okay, so that we can go to the next step. For example, like I'm going to put a new document in this folder procedure. And right here, you can enter the document code, which has to be an unique code in Quality Assurance AnyWare. Okay, because this is the only field or instance that we identify, or the system identify which document you're interacting with. Okay, and this is why we have to have an unique document code in the system. And considering like this is a demo procedure, so I would put like PROC and -001 as my code. And the document name, you can have it like procedure, demo procedure 001, okay? And by the way, you can have the same document name in Quality Assurance AnyWare. And again, the only thing it has to be unique is the code that we have recorded in our system. And while you're uploading a new document, you can enter the information or manage the information like the permission, like who would you want, what kind of, I would say, what kind of permission that will be granted to different users or user groups. And right here, I'm going to remove someone if needed. So you can remove the users or user group, and also you can change it like none or no user can print the document at all for this document. Okay. And also we can manage the distribution list, who has the obligation to read this document once it is uploaded or updated. Okay. And you can feel free to add the user into this distribution list, or you can add the user group. So right here, you can see different group, maybe they are based on department or the group or company location and so on. Okay. And now we come to the approval flow. Again, while you're uploading a new document, you can manage the approval flow. So we can add a new into our approval flow. For example, like Kevin. And anytime you can use the search bar provided on the top, and we are going to add Kevin into our approval flow, and he will be one of the approver for this request. Okay, and now you can see they're in different level. One is in 0 and one is 1. Okay, and considering it is like a pyramid, as smaller the number is, the higher it is in the pyramid. In the other word, once this request sent out, it will be sent to Kevin. And then after Kevin approve it, it will come to my account, BIMSA I mean, okay. And this is how the approval flow works. And now in order to do in order to smoothen our demonstration, so I will leave my account in this approval flow. And now we come to the document tab. So right here, we can browse our local drive and upload the document to Quality Assurance AnyWare. And you can see file upload successfully, which means it is ready to be sent and approved. Okay, so that we can send this request, and who will receive the notification? That will be me, because I am the only approver in the approval flow. So now you can see a notification on your screen it is waiting for the approval. Okay, so how I can approve my approve the request. It's right on my home screen. I can click this one, document for approval request. And this is the document we just upload, the demo proc 001, the demo procedure. Okay, how we can approve it? We can simply click it, and Quality Assurance AnyWare will take us to another page for approval. So we can now review the info and also permission, distribution, and approval list here. And we can either approve it or reject it. If we want to reject this request, you have to enter the reject reason. And also, if needed, you can attach some files along with your rejection. For example, like a procedure of your company. And also maybe enter the reason, like it is not complying with SQF, for example. Okay, and then you can save it, and this request will be sent back to the document creator. Okay, and in this example, I'm going to go back and approve this request and show you how it can be ready in Quality Assurance AnyWare. So considering all the information are correct, and I'm going to approve it, and you can see a message on your screen. Is this document has been published and ready for use. Okay, and now we can close it, and then this document is available in our control document management module. So we can go back to this procedure, and you can see the document like demo proc-001 now is available. And you can tell from the approval date like May 11, which is today. And also you can find the version number and the creator here as well. How you can read it, again, you can click the name and start reading your document. And what's next is, oh, there's something I want to make a change in my document. How we can do it? Okay, and you can start your revision process or update process right here in your menu and revise your document. Okay, and then you can pick and choose the folder and your document that you want to update. And instead, we can also do it while you are reading your document. So for example, I find something wrong with my document right here. Something has to be updated. So we can come to our top right and start revision. Okay. And after confirming you want to start the revision, this document will be locked. As you can see on your screen, document saved successfully. Okay, this is one of the features in Quality Assurance AnyWare. It is the check-in and check-out features. The system prevents two users or more than one user update the document at the same time. Okay, so once one of you start the revision process, this document will be locked and saved unless you finish your revision process or the administrator unlock the document. Okay, in the other word, no user can carry out the revision process if the document is locked. Okay, and while you're revising your document, you can update the name of your document. For example, like you can change it to 2, and also manage the permission. Like now I want to grant the permission of printing to this user and user group, and add someone in our distribution list, and also invite someone as an approver. in our approval flow. And later on, you can go to the document tab and download the document and carry out certain changing on your document on your local drive. So that will be Quality Assurance AnyWare. And I'm going to make it a bold and change the font size, okay, and save it. So now the document is ready. So we can upload the document to Quality Assurance AnyWare. And you will see the file uploaded successfully. So we can send our request for approval. Now you can see the same message and the reason right here. You can see the message is why we have a notification on our screen is we have to enter the revision reason and the description of the revision as well. This is how we can keep tracking why you carry out the updating for your document. And you can go to the revision info tab and enter the reason here. So why you update it, for example, it is outdated, or it is no longer available, or a certain point in your document, for example, point 1301 is no longer available, so that we can enter the reason and the description right here. So we update, for example, 1301 to 1502. Okay, and now we can send this to the approval flow. Who will receive the notification? Again, that will be me, because I'm the only approver in the approval flow. And keep in mind, this approval flow can be updated while you are revising it. So come back to the home screen. I can also again come back to this widget and start managing this request. And you can see the name has been changed to 002, and also in the revision info tab. Now you can see the reason and the description, and I can now approve it. And what you can see in Quality Assurance AnyWare is your request has been processed, and the document is ready in the system. And now we can go back to the control document management module and view our document. And we can go to our folder, and you can see this one, the demo proc-001 is updated. It's got the name as 002, and the version is now 1 instead of 0. 0 means the original document. Okay, and we can click into it and start reading our document. Okay, so now this one is available, the Quality Assurance AnyWare, what we add in our document. And also with the permission, like getting back to the previous version, I can come back to the revision info tab and get back to the previous version of my document. So right here, keep in mind, is Quality Assurance AnyWare will only show you the up-to-date version of your document, unless you have the permission to get back to the previous version. And now, how you can get back, and it's highlighted and showed it in the built-in browser of our Quality Assurance AnyWare. And this version will be shown here, and you can see there's no other thing that we add in our document, because this is the original version of this document, or previous version of this document. Okay, now let's see how we can manage the folder, because organizing the document for complying with SQF is also critical for your company. You want to make them to be organized. For example, like procedures or specification or your SOP. So right here, you can create your main folder or subfolder. If you want to create a subfolder, you can highlight the main folder and add a new folder. So which means we're creating a new folder sitting under this folder, procedures. Okay, and you can grant it the folder code. Again, the code has to be unique code in the system. Okay, and for example, like DM, DF, which means demo folder, and I'm going to put this into the folder name. And one of the thing is you can automate the document code by creating a template here. Okay, so you can automate it and create a document code and set up the counter. Okay, and under this configuration, the next document that you upload in this folder will be df-001 because the system increments the counter automatically, and it will be the document code for your new document upload in this folder, which means you don't have to remember or write it down what is the last number I used for my document in this folder, and instead Quality Assurance AnyWare will do it for you and generate the code automatically. More than that, you can define the default matrix, for example, like the permissioned or authorization matrix here, and also the distribution matrix and approval matrix. What this means is when we upload a new document in this folder, this new document will apply these default settings for the permission, distribution, and approval automatically. And you don't have to click, for example, considering like you have 100 users for the distribution matrix, you don't have to click it one by one, and instead it will apply the default settings for this folder automatically. Okay, and this is how we can manage the folder in this control document management module. And at last, in every module in Quality Assurance AnyWare, there is a reporting tool, and you can use this reporting tool to create the ready-made report in our system. For example, like the document status report. You can set up some condition for this report, like setting up the time frame for the creation date, or for different department or the document type, like form and booking instruction and so on. And then you can make a search, and the document will be shown in a list in Quality Assurance AnyWare. And again, you're more than welcome to use the search bar provided on the top, considering like you want to see how many documents it is in revision, and you can find of those it is revising or under the revising process. And this report can be exported as Excel and and this come to the end of my demonstration. Thank you for watching, and thank you.
Thank you, Sam. So let's see what kind of questions we have and how do we address them. So one of the questions that I got is about modular structure. You show different modules in this system. Do I have to get all of them? Can I get one of them? How is the setup? Please explain. So Quality Assurance AnyWare has a modular structure. So what it means is you can pick and choose what module you like. That makes it easy for you to operate your operations. So you decide which one you like to have and which one you don't like to have. Basically, it's up to you. You can have just one module. You can have more than one module. That is really up to you. Another question we have is about documents that we can manage. You just show different functionalities of the document management module. How many documents I can have in the system? What is the limit? So there is no limit actually on QD, on the quality assurance side. So in the system, you can have as many as you want. The limit is actually your server, your cloud environment, for example. So your infrastructure is the limit. In terms of software solution that we are offering, as in Quality Assurance AnyWare, there is no limit. You can manage different types of documents in the system as you wish, based on your permissions and based on your quality management system. Let's see if we have any other questions. Can I manage more than one quality management system in Quality Assurance AnyWare? The answer is yes. So you can comply, maybe you are complying more than one quality management system, which is very typical in the marketplace. Maybe you are complying with SQF, at the same time, maybe you are complying with ISO, maybe you are complying with GMP and so on. So the answer is yes, you can manage different quality management system standards in Quality Assurance AnyWare. You can manage them together. You can have different reports if you like, and you can run it together basically in the same environment, which is perfectly fine. It makes it easy for you to manage, and you'll have an easier audit and inspection experience basically when the auditors come to your organization. Let's see if we have another question available. Is your software CFR Part 11 compliant? Yes, the answer is yes. So we have those requirements available in our system. The system is permission-based. Every single action that's being taken by the user is recorded, just like Sam just actually demoed to you. We have an audit trail. We keep the logs, so we know who connects to system, who does what, when they do it, how much time they spend in the system, how long it takes for them to do a certain task. Everything is recorded in the system, and you can get the reports of it. Another one is, for example, we also have you cannot also change documents coming from PEST without electronic signature. We also have electronic signature available, and other safety features and requirements are also available in the system. So that's basically compliant. Okay, great. So it looks like we answered all the questions, which is great. So before we end our meeting, I'd like to remind you that we have a YouTube channel that you can visit, and you can also click playlist. That's where you can see our webinar recordings from previous weeks. So you can also learn about GMP if you're interested, about ISO 9001, ISO 13485 in healthcare industry. You can watch, learn, you can share with your colleagues and with your contacts. So we welcome it. You are more than welcome to visit our YouTube channel. Also, as a reminder, coming week's schedule is already also pretty much all set. We have on May 18th, Good Manufacturing Practices, GMP, how to comply with GMP on Quality Assurance AnyWare is scheduled for next Monday. And also on May 25th, we have how to comply with AS9100 on Quality Assurance AnyWare. So AS9100 is a quality management system designed for aerospace and defense industry. We'll be talking about that. On June 1st, we'll be talking about how to manage corrective actions digitally on Quality Assurance AnyWare. So we'll show you how you can design your corrective actions, how you can take action as to root cause analysis, how you document it, how you report it. We'll show you all these in a digital environment. So the idea is to help you get rid of paper, and you can run all these activities, all these tests digitally. Basically, that's our goal in an automated and digital environment. And finally, on June 8th, we'll be talking about how to comply with the BRC standards in food industry on Quality Assurance AnyWare. BRC is another food safety and quality management standard other than SQF. It is also very commonly known as well as in North America as well as for the rest of the world. It's a global food safety and quality management standard. So we'll be talking about its fundamentals, just like we talk about SQF today, on a high level. And then based on its requirements, we'll also jump into our systems and we show you how you can run it digitally with no need of paper. So please register on our Eventbrite page and we look forward to seeing you on our coming webinars. I'd like to thank you for your time and thank you for your interest. We keep our contact information on the screen. If you'd like to schedule time to see any of our quality assurance application for any of your quality assurance, quality management systems that you are following, please email us or call us. If you'd like to see any of our AnyWare apps that's listed on the screen, you can also email us or call us to schedule a no obligation and free demo session for you. We'll be happy to talk to you. We'll be happy to listen to your challenges, and we'll address your challenges with our AnyWare apps available in our company, in our portfolio. Thank you so much for joining. Thank you for listening. And we look forward to seeing you in our coming webinars. Thank you. Have a nice day.